This podcast is brought to you by Colgate Total. We take oral health as seriously as you take sports. That's why Colgate Total Active Prevention uses advanced technology to help prevent oral health problems like cavities and gingivitis before they start. It's clinically proven to provide 24-hour antibacterial protection with twice daily brushing after 4 weeks of use. So get a winning routine and prevent oral health problems before they start. Shop Colgate Total Active Prevention at a retailer near you.
Jason.
What's up?
Nothing much, man.
Nothing much? The internet would beg to differ, you classless. You're a role model, Travis. You cannot be out there chugging beers in public.
I'll chug this accelerator right now. It was a classy chug, Jason. All right, didn't spill one drop. Didn't crush the can. I'm on the hardwood floor at an NBA game. Could have got messy. It was a smooth, classy chug to get the people going.
You know what? I'm glad you're bringing this up because I agree.
We're down 10 points. I'm trying to get some type of energy going in the building.
It was an elegant chug. It wasn't like too much energy. It was just the right amount, and it was smooth, just like everything you do. You are a smooth athlete. You run routes smooth. You got a smooth golf swing, and you're a smooth chugger.
Smooth operator.
Like, look at this. It's just up. Boom. It's not even touching the lips. No form of panic. Up, up, up. And then it started foaming a little bit. You didn't even panic when the foam started coming up. Like you knew there was a chance it was going to get a little messy there when the foam started coming up. And you just a casual. It was nice. Pinky was up. Pinky was up.
Got to keep your composure, Jason. Got to keep your composure.
Like a teacup.
Amateur hour, though, I got to realize that's a lefty can. I got to go to the other side just for branding. Shout out to Garage Beer. Moondog snuck that son of a buck over to me, man.
Moondog slid it to you? Shout out to Moondog.
Welcome back to New Heights, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A Wondrous show brought to you by Adobe Acrobat. That's right. Anything you need done, Acrobat's got you covered. We're your hosts. I'm Travis Kelce. This is Jason Kelce, my big brother out of Cleveland, Ohio. You see us representing the guards, man. We got some fun news for you.
Yeah, baby.
Coming up here, at least fun for me. Subscribe on YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. Oh, man. Follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with one S for fun clips throughout the week. Jason, why don't you tell everybody what we got coming up today?
Coming up on this episode, 92%ers, we got a great one. We've got some major league news coming out. And we're also going to talk about Travis getting out of the house at the Cavs game. Heading over there to the Gund Arena. Quicken Loans, Rocket Mortgage. And we've got two incredible guests. Tina Fey and Nate Bargatze are here. That's right.
Oh, double trouble. Let's fucking go, man.
So let's get to that new news.
New news.
New news is brought to you by American Express. And the newest of new news, as everyone saw on the internet, is Travis and Taylor flee to the Cleve.
Flee to the Cleve, baby.
You'll get that reference later in the episode. Other than losing, how was the game, Travis? I think Jake must have written that question.
Yeah, Jake was. Yeah, well, obviously we're all texting back and forth and having fun with it. But the Knicks are they're on fire right now.
They're rolling.
They haven't lost in over 8 games. I think they're 10 straight in the playoffs right now.
They've beaten both of my teams. They swept the Sixers and then swept the Cleveland. And apparently any team I root for, they're just whooping my ass. Do you think the Eastern Conference, the Eastern Conference will win? Or do you think it'll be either OKC or the Western Conference?
I'll tell you what, man. Seeing it live in person, seeing how those guys react, seeing how well of a team they are. I haven't seen it in person for the Western Conference stuff, and I know they got a lot of big stars over there, and I believe both teams have a better record. But the Knicks right now are just playing so goddamn good, man, and they're knocking down big time shots.
Yeah.
Kansas City kid Shamet, man. My dog's been in the league. He's kind of bounced around a little bit, but right now he is absolutely on fire for them. And I was happy to see him have a great game. But obviously being a Cleveland sports fan for my entire life, getting Tay back to Cleveland and showing her my roots is always something I love doing. And
did you guys go to the Heights or did you just go to the game?
Come on now. You know I showed her the Heights. Not this time. But previously before.
It's happened. Okay.
We came in strictly just for the game this time. But getting back to Cleveland is always something I love doing, and supporting the sports teams that we grew up knowing that we're diehard Cleveland sports lovers. I think it's it was tough to see them lose, but at the same time, man, it was just so fun to be in the building and feel the electricity of Cleveland, being around the hometown. But right now the Knicks are rolling, man. So hats off to New York, man. I'm probably going to be rooting for them from here on out.
Yeah, I mean, there's two kids, or not two. There's two, obviously Brunson and, oh my gosh, the other Villanova kid, Josh Hart. Thank you.
They're rolling, man.
Everything's kind of clicking right now for them. They're an easy team to like, as much as Philly's getting trashed a little bit for the Sixers series. And Philly, I don't know, Philly's got a weird relationship with the Sixers organization. Cleveland, you thinking they're putting it all together this year. They go out and make the big move to get Harden. And, it's just, they've been so close for a number of years of getting that thing right. And, you think about Donovan Mitchell, who's been there forever, and what he's meant to the team and the city. And
they have that ability, and this is what great teams do. They have that ability of controlling the tempo.
Yeah.
Obviously, making the big shots is a huge aspect to basketball. But when you can kind of control that tempo and just fucking play stifling defense, I mean, there were opportunities. I think it was game 1 when they went on that 20 whatever run at the end of the quarter to take it into OT. It was like there were like 10 possessions in a row where it came all the way down to the end of the shot clock, and we're just kind of trying to find a shot.
Yeah.
And it's like when you're playing stifling defense like that and controlling the tempo on the offensive side with mismatches and knocking down threes, it's just, man, it gets to you, man. And I can understand how, even though that game 4 was debacle, it wasn't a good showing for the land there, man.
No.
New York came ready to play, and they were hitting big shots. They were flying up and down the court. Oh, that can get deflating, man. It can get very deflating.
It does feel like defense just matters so much more in the playoffs in the NBA. Obviously, there's so many games of the regular season. There's guys that are, what's it called when they're like resting guys? What's it called? Something management?
Load management.
Load management. Thank you.
What a load of malarkey is what that is. Get the fuck out of here.
I love listening to my man Chuck talk about load management. Is the best. But the defense just makes a huge difference in the playoffs, right? And the intensity at which those guys play, it steps up. And, it does feel like the teams that can match that are the ones that do well in the playoffs. But shout out to the Knicks. They're rolling right now.
They're rolling, man.
To Hart and Brunson, Villanova guys. But let's get back to this game right here. The one thing I was pissed off about was the fucking announcer said you're from Shaker Heights. God damn it, do your goddamn research. Did you hear this?
Shaker Heights?
Yes, dude.
Oh, no.
The one that went out on Twitter that I saw, the guy says Shaker Heights. And I was like, you son of a bitch. You got no idea.
Yeah, it's the rival city. Obviously, I got a love for Shaker.
It is right next door. And we have nothing wrong with Shaker.
We're about 3 blocks from the city limit. But, it's.
We grew up right next to Shaker Lakes. But
it's still, I'm from the Heights, man.
Play this little reaction you guys got teed up here, the Cleveland Sports Radio reaction.
I've seen many jokes online to this effect that, man, this is our chance to get Taylor to really fall in love with Cleveland and the idea of Cleveland sports.
This is our chance.
And then just witnesses probably the worst performance this postseason. So,
oh no, she got baptized last night. She got the real of Cleveland sports last night.
Yeah, Taylor, welcome. This is, as somebody who has spent a majority of my 33 years living here, this is what it is like. This is what it has always been like. So, she definitely got a good introduction to the Cleveland sports scene, but I wish it had been more fun. I wish it had been better, but that's the reality, I think, of being a Cleveland sports fan. I'm sure Travis Kelce has filled her in on that.
She just got baptized is fucking hilarious.
I mean, it's true. It's been a long, struggling sports city. I mean, obviously the Cavs got one in there. If you want to see how much you love football, try and be a Browns fan. That's what it comes down to, Travis. Look at it. Since they came back, since they've come back, how many starting quarterbacks has it been? How many losing seasons? I loved the Browns growing up. I was a big fan. I had a fucking Tim Couch jersey on, and I wore that motherfucker every day to school. But yeah, it's been tough.
Ah, God, man, the Tim Couch too, man.
What makes it easy to root for him is the people. The fucking dog pound, like Cleveland is just, there's awesome people that live there. They're friendly. They're intense. They love sports. They're passionate.
And I will say this wasn't me trying to persuade Taylor into being a Cleveland sports fan with me. This was me just having a fun date night, knowing that I love going to basketball games. We actually tried to go to a game in New York, but I was stuck in Kansas City. I love bringing her into the sports world that I appreciate. That's why you've seen us at U.S. Open tennis matches. I've had her at other baseball games. The Guards versus the Yanks last year or 2 years ago. You know, I just enjoy bringing her to experience a lot of the fun that I've always known to have.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, it looked like you guys are having a lot of fun. Although were you asleep at one point, or were you just frustrated?
The Knicks fucking couldn't miss a goddamn shot in the fourth quarter.
I knew what it was.
And I'm just sitting here. We're playing defense. We finally get some momentum offensively. Hit a three, get a stop. You know, blah blah blah. The next fucking shot down, they fucking just hit a goddamn dagger of a three, and I'm just sitting there like, come on.
I know.
It was just,
I knew exactly what it was.
I just wanted them. I wanted them to get going, and the Knicks just had their number, man.
People want to know about the tiny seats. I kind of think I know because you used to have the second floor. You used to have the second season tickets on the floor.
You remember? Nice, man. Wow. That's good stuff.
Because I had never really been to like an NBA game on the floor. And that was my first. That was the first time where I was like, yeah, NBA players are definitely way more athletic. These guys are insane.
You see these.
LeBron James did a spin move and a dunk. And I was like, yeah, I've never seen that in the NFL. Never in my life have I seen somebody do something like that.
It really is the best ticket in sports, man. Close. If you can get a courtside seat to an NBA game, man, there's nothing like it.
But one thing that was apparent back then was that the floor is up there at the Gun, or I guess what's it called now? It's
Rocket Mortgage.
So the floor is raised up.
Yeah, they got to put the floor. Yeah, so obviously the arena is multi-use, so it's like underneath that they'll have the hockey
rink,
or the hockey rink, and but when they bring in the new floors and the hardwood, it's like, I mean, I don't know, maybe that thick of a floor, and like the seats are on like the bottom of the floor.
It looks so uncomfortable.
No, you know what's hard is trying to get out of those fucking seats and get excited.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? You see a big three and you're just like Ed Kelsey getting off the couch about to whoop our ass.
Can we not get like another floor underneath it to raise those seats up a little bit? I mean, that is...
The thing is it's like you want to make sure that the
people behind you
visible for the people behind. Yeah, I'm sure there's a whole situation going on there, but
them knees had to be hurting. I know that. We got a Travis and Taylor got inside the NBA gone fishing treatment. What's this? I don't know what this is.
Inside the NBA, man, their memes are the fucking best. Whoever's working at Inside the NBA, this is fucking hilarious. Arsenio Hall, Drew Carey.
I got you in the slumped one when you're all pissed off, disheveled.
Little Ed O'Neill, Arsenio Hall. That's good shit right there. Doggone.
Well, the biggest question, are we rooting for Jake despite his meme that he threw out there?
Not a lot of teams have been able to get Taylor to wear a jersey. I'll say that, and the Knicks did. The Knicks did. Obviously, Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire, two of my fucking favorite players.
Can I get a picture?
Can I get a picture? I'll throw on a Knicks jersey to get a picture of those guys. Yeah, no, it's hilarious. Obviously, Tay's got a lot of New York ties, so when it came down to like going to the Cavs game, she was kind of like, oh, nice, they're playing the Knicks. Like, sweet. I've seen them play before. So it was fun.
So you just talked about getting Tay to Cleveland and showing her the sports scene. And I think, you and I went to a Cavs game a few years ago. And there is just something about being back in those arenas that you went to as a kid and the teams that you were rooting for as a kid that just make you kind of a kid again. It makes you excited to be back there. You think about going there as a child and everything. And that brings me to this next piece of new news. Hometown new news is Travis is now a minority local investor in our hometown Cleveland Guardians.
Sko Guards, baby!
That's why we got the Guardian gear.
This is some of the coolest, stuff I've ever been a part of. It's like you were saying, the childhood memories, the jumping on the rapid with the family or my friends in high school and going down to a game and just buying a program with dad when I was younger and keeping score of the game. Mm-hmm. There's so many countless memories of the 90s and then early 2000s where it's just it's in me to always root for the guards and always, want to be a part of them. From even though I haven't been able to get back to Cleveland as much as I've always wanted to, and this is a way that I can always, cement myself back into the east side of Cleveland, man. And I think this is it's a dream come true for a Cleveland kid. Any Cleveland kid would be through the roof right now, and I'm happy to be the honorable one to get to do it for us, man.
Yeah, I mean, you think back to the memories, and like I remember when Cecil Fielder took his first start. I was out there. He was there for like a hot minute.
Oh yeah,
few games.
Yeah.
CeCe Sabathia, we've talked about that one. Insane comeback victory in like the 7th to 9th inning. It was like 14 runs or something. Who's that against? Seattle? I can't remember who they were playing, but it was something crazy.
Yeah, it was Seattle.
Those 90s teams are special.
And the Jake back in the day, man, I think we still might hold the record for the most sold out games in a row. Like baseball in Cleveland is historically, one of our favorite pastimes. And it's such an honor to finally be a part of the organization, knowing how many times I've always dreamed about maybe playing for them in the big leagues one day. And this will be the closest I ever get, man, is to be a part of this organization.
Did you getting crushed for wearing a Yankees hat at a Guardians game have any influence for you investing in the game? Are you trying to retroactively make right to the guard? Like, did that?
What's funny is that'll probably be my last tweet ever. Yeah, man. Obviously the opportunity came across the desk, and I just couldn't say no, man. And I can't thank the Dolan family enough. Paul Dolan, David Blitzer. These guys, gave me the opportunity to show my Cleveland love and plant my roots in Cleveland forever, no matter what. And it's just it's an awesome feeling knowing that a childhood kid that grew up on the east side is now, part owner of his favorite baseball team, man.
What do you bring into the Guardians organization? What's the first thing you're doing?
I'm probably just going to maybe try and throw out a fucking respectable first pitch. God damn it. I know I'm going to be at the game on June 14th versus the Detroit Tigers. Try and redeem myself in front of my Cleveland roots to throw one over the plate and not almost kill our star pitcher. You're going to feel how much love and how much appreciation I have for the city of Cleveland through being a part of this team, man. And it runs deep. It's never left me. And I'm just so honored and so proud to be from Cleveland. And this is a way that I can always show that.
Well, I got a couple suggestions. All right, first suggestion.
Talk to me.
Who's the owner of the Cleveland Guardians? Who's the main owner now?
Mr. Paul Dolan.
Paul Dolan. Okay, here's what you do. You're here to build the camaraderie, Travis. You need to get these guys going. So you're going to get a life-size cutout of Paul Dolan underneath, completely naked, and you're just going to put Velcro pieces of clothing on, and every win, you take a piece of clothing off. It's guaranteed to get the guys going.
Paul, I promise I won't do this to you.
Paul needs to sacrifice this for the good of the team.
We're the second best record in the AL.
You're the owner now. There could be a cutout of Travis Kelce, and each win, you reveal a piece of them.
Oh, man.
A piece of the Big Yeti comes off. No?
I think they're going to want to cover me up. They're going to have to do the opposite. They're going to have to cover me up.
All right.
That's a great fucking reference, though. Any of you kids who haven't seen the movie Major League, man, fuck, that was a good reference. Jason, we're the second best record in the AL right now. We don't need any shenanigans like that right now, man. The chemistry's good. The boys are playing good ball. Just gotta keep getting better. Keep the energy high, man.
Oh, by the way, we brought up legendary players. Jim Tomey and his wife, I think, sent us something. I think I have a package. Did you open yours?
Tomey!
I haven't opened mine yet. I'm going to open it right now.
I don't think I got mine.
Its shape tends to reveal it. It says fragile.
Fragile.
Oh, my gosh. If I would have known I would have had this, I would have put this one on first. Fuck yes! Fuck yes!
The 2.5 is so electric, man. Since we're bringing out bangers.
Oh my god. Let's fucking go, Jim. Fuck yes. For those of you that don't know, my favorite players growing up were Albert Bell, then Jim Thome, also Mark McGwire. I love the long ball. I'm not going to lie. I like seeing them dudes hitting fucking home runs. My bad.
What do you got there, bud?
It's a bat, but they're really good Packers, the Thomies.
Really good the Tomers. The Tomies. Really good Packers. That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Ooh, that thing is fucking sweet.
So this is actually yours.
Yeah!
There you go.
Look at that thing. Dude, what?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, no fucking way, dude. Wait, who all signed that thing? It looked like it was multiple signatures on there.
Well, so it's a Cooperstown bat, which has a bunch of signatures. I would assume this is everybody that was inducted in 2018 because it's got Thome on there.
Fucking God, this is legendary, man.
I believe that's Tome's signature right there. I'm assuming that's what this is. July 9th, yeah, limited edition.
No fucking way, man. That's fucking gnarly.
Too bad he sent it to the wrong address.
That's fucking awesome. Shout out to the Tomies. Big Jim, obviously, has been one of our favorite players of all time.
Very cool. Very cool.
So that means that jersey's mine too.
Well, no, this one says to Jason. You got the bat, I got the jersey.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know if you have this. We already got one major league reference.
That's Umbutu. What the fuck? What's its name?
Joe Boo.
Joe Boo. That's it. Joe Boo.
Joe Boo.
All right, we're
From old Sorrento.
We're getting freaking major league references.
All right. What is this? Christmas? Okay, let's get this thing going.
Ricky Vaughn, baby.
That's good.
Nice
shit,
little
man.
Etsy purchase.
Shout out. Etsy purchase. Nice.
I was looking for beer mugs one time on the old Etsy. Dangerous thing. I bought a bunch of Japanese knockoffs that I thought were big steins, and they were like freaking this big. So be careful on Etsy.
Little collector's items.
And the artist was appreciative that we bought one, so they made a New Heights version too. Forgot to show this off when it happened.
That's a banger.
Well, that's everything Travis has been doing.
So, Jason, what have you been doing, man? What have you been up to? You been doing anything? You been out of the house at all?
And we went to the shore where it was terrible weather all weekend, but got a ton of arcade time in and bought
nice.
every board game that Sands had to offer. Dude, I was killing in Clue. I mean, my note taking and detective skills were on point.
You're allowed to take notes?
In Clue, yeah, it's they give you like pieces of paper. You can freaking mark all up on them.
I never fucking, no way. We didn't do that growing up. That must be a new thing.
Well, everybody was getting a little upset with me because I kept saying, hold on, but while I was taking notes. So I was slowing the game down a little bit.
Clue is it's the board that where all of the pictures are popped up and you like, what's that one?
That's Guess Who.
Oh, Clue, Guess Who.
You are quite removed from, they're very different games.
Yeah, there might have been a pen and paper to that one.
So yeah, that was my weekend, which I mean, could not have asked for anything more.
Dude, sometimes even when the weather's bad though on the water, it's still pretty fucking epic.
It was fun. It was a good weekend. I mean, it was a little bit too much inside. I wish we could have gone outside a little bit more, but we made the most of it. And listen, you know me, I love board games, so I can play board games all day long. Cards, board games, any of it. Give me a chance to whoop your ass, whatever it is. All right.
Quick reminder before we get to our guest, we're dropping the Heights Hotline bonus episode this Friday.
Ooh,
that's right.
That's fun.
Yep, keep your eyes out this Friday for some fun Heights Hotline bonus episode. And the New Heights No Dumb Questions book is still available for pre-order now on the Kelsey Clubhouse. Make sure you hit the Kelsey Clubhouse for everything Kelsey and New Heights related. Tickets are still available for our live show in Los Angeles, California on June 15th. We have some guests lined up. We don't want to give them away yet, but we have some people you guys are going to get excited about. And still time to send in your submissions for the 4th annual Beer Bowl down at the shore. That's right, on Thursday, June 25th in Seattle. I know everybody's getting excited for that one. We saw one of the submissions last week. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a teammate, so I'm not sure if she'll make it in, but an epic video nonetheless.
All right, that's it for new news brought to you by American Express.
All right, now let's talk to the Tina Fey. Our conversation with Tina is absolutely legendary, and I can't wait for you guys to check it out.
She's a legend.
This conversation is brought to you by Mentos. Say yes to fresh.
Alrighty, our guest today is a writer, actress, and best-selling author from Upper Darby Township, Pennsylvania.
How about it?
She is a 10-time Emmy winner, 2-time Golden Globe winner, 5-time SAG Award winner, 2 times Time 100 Most Influential People in the World honoree, and the winner of the 2010 Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. You know her from her time as Saturday Night Live, 30 Rock, The Unbreakable Kimmy Strip, Baby Mama, Mean Girls, and now the new season of the 4 seasons on Netflix. A little bit of a tongue twister. 92%ers, please welcome Tina Fey!
Hi, guys. Wow, that really hyped me up.
That's what we're going for. We're bringing you back to those tennis days. Did you ever get a tennis intro like that?
No tennis intro like that. It's so nice to talk to you guys. I'm so excited to be here.
It is a complete honor from our end. You are a legend in the comedy world. You are a legend
like
in Philadelphia. Well,
there we go.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Maybe harder to get. We might have been easier getting Bigfoot. But yeah, do you want to talk to us a little bit about the new season coming up?
Sure. Yeah. So this show called The 4 Seasons, it's on Netflix. Season 1 came out this time last year. And it's about like 3 couples who see each other. You only see them like 4 times a year when they see each other. So it's like they're on vacation or they're going to visit their kids at school. So you kind of have to catch up on the story, figure out what's going on with them by only seeing them a few times. And it's me, Will Forte, Coleman Domingo, Carrie Kenny Silver, Marco Calvani, Erica Henningsen. Last season also includes Steve Carell.
Yes.
Listen, spoiler alert, I killed him. But
spoiler alert right away, bam.
Listen, huge mistake. But we're doing season 2. And so, it's like a very cozy watch is what I like to tell people. It's based on a wonderful movie from 1981 that was written and directed by Alan Alda, the great Alan Alda, who was, the star of MASH and wrote and directed many episodes of MASH also. And it's just, I always loved this movie when I was a kid because it's just like what I thought grown-up life was going to be. It's just like middle-aged people in like really nice sweaters, having wine by a lake. It's like so aspirational. So, and also at the movie, it was like, Alan Alda and Carol Burnett and Rita Moreno, was like all these people that you love from other things hanging out. And so that's kind of the vibe that we wanted to create with this show is like, you feel like hopefully you're just sort of hanging out with me and Forte and Coleman. And it's a good thing. It's like, we're finding that it's like husbands and wives, boyfriend and girlfriend watch it together and like without, and then sometimes they get in a fight because of what they see.
It's a little relatable.
It's sometimes too relatable. Yeah.
Well, it's too much fun. You were just mentioning the cast. It is such a fun, dynamic group.
Thank you.
When the cast started coming together, how instant was it that you guys had the chemistry? Like, did it take a little while? You could tell that everyone seems to be kind of in sync. I know it's the 2nd season, but
yeah. It really was pretty quick because, I started last season with like trying to get Steve in the boat first because I knew if Steve said yes, that anyone else in the world would say yes. And Steve and I did a movie together years ago called Date Night. And so I kind of knew him a little bit. And then Forte, I've known Forte for like 27 years. Right. Like we've known each other so long. Yeah. He's so funny. And then Coleman, we didn't know each other, but again, because of the Philly connection, it just was a very easy, and he's like, I don't know if you've met Coleman, but he's just like a prince on this earth. He's like the most welcoming, wonderful person to talk to. So it was pretty easy for us all to, and we also sort of built it as like, we're going to go to nice places that are basically vacations. And like, oh no, they film us. Oh no. Yeah.
That's awesome.
You've been a part of so many successful shows, obviously SNL, 30 Rock, but many more. Like, what is the key to building a successful show like this? Is it the cast? Is it like the writers? Is it the entire ensemble? What is it about you that continues to have success, Tina?
Well, that's so nice of you to say, Jason. I do think it is about building the whole team, right? It's the cast for sure, but it is the writing staff. We have an incredible writing staff on 4 seasons. A lot of these people I have worked with since 30 Rock. And so we all know each other for such a long time. And even a lot of our crew, like Griffin, our sound guy, and like Jeff, one of our camera ops, and all the hair and makeup people, like many of us have been together since 30 Rock, on to Kimmy, on to anything else we had. And you sort of like the people who are great and positive and commit, like you keep building that team, and then you just keep bringing people with you to the next thing. And I do take pride, and I think we have like a really good, nice workplace that people want to continue to do stuff with us.
I think one of the greatest forms of like compliment somebody can receive is like when a peer continually points you out. And I feel like so many people in comedy, and I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable with how much I'm going to continue to praise you, but you're like a legend in the peer level of it. Like it is. That's nice. Like Colin Jost was just on, and he was talking about how you were so instrumental in like his like initial onboarding in SNL. So it does feel like that continually happens to you. So you must be doing something really well. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. Cause I do think it's nice to try to, help onboard people if they want, any advice, give it. Like, I think it's good to kind of, I don't want to say haze people, but yeah. There's a friendliness to it. Yeah. Yeah. A little Delco friendliness.
What do you think the biggest difference is between working on a show like Four Seasons versus 30 Rock, where you're the creator of it and starring in it? What do you think the biggest difference is from the naked eye? I mean, the biggest difference is the sort of style, right? 30 Rock is like so many jokes, so many great jokes. Again, that writing staff was like so good, legendary writing staff, and so many stories. And we very purposefully with this show, because of the movie it's based on, it's just like more calm. Like there's jokes, but there's also like emotion. And part of that is because like I'm 20 years older now. I'm like, I just want to mellow it out a little bit. Mellow it out. But I still love, making those other kind of shows too. Like we have a show that I'm producing with Tracy Morgan called The Fall and Rise of Reggie Dinkins, which is it's on NBC and Peacock now. You guys should check it out because he plays a disgraced NFL player who got kicked out for gambling. Oh my gosh, I gotta get on this. It's right so funny. Alley. It's Tracy Morgan and Daniel Radcliffe and Eric Alexander. It's Bobby Moynihan. It's awesome. So the company still makes highly joke dense shows, but not every time. Yeah. So you're talking to two huge Tracy Morgan fans as well. Yeah. You got to watch the show. I've always been curious about this, even from like watching 30 Rock. How many of those jokes are being written by writers? And like, because Tracy in that show, it just comes off so Tracy. It's like who's writing these jokes other than Tracy Morgan? The writers definitely write all the jokes, but there were times where like after hanging out with Tracy, they would take stuff that he was saying and kind of put it into the jokes. There was one episode where his character was supposed to be like, he's like, oh, I just remembered my memoir is due tomorrow. And so they had to stay up all night. And so we put jokes in the script that were like from Tracy's act. And then we were shooting it, and he was like, "What is the line?" I'm like, "Tracy, this is your act." He's like, "Line." I was like, "Tracy," but he's the best. He's the best. So good. We both from Cleveland, Ohio, so we kind of went down the 30 Rock episodes and saw that there was an episode listed as Cleveland, and character that Jason Sudeikis played obviously was. Your boyfriend on the show, Liz Lemon. Yep. And the Cleveland references were so fucking good and so spot on. Please tell me how you got the references, where they came from. I have to know. Thank you for asking. My husband is from outside of Cleveland. He's from a tiny town that you probably, get ready, you're not going to have heard of it. But it's a really small town called Garrettsville, Ohio. And it's close. I have not. Yeah, it's close. If people know, I say it's close to Hiram College. Does that do anything? Oh, I know where Hiram is. I've heard of Hiram. Yeah. It's outside of, it's a really tiny town. And so I think he was instrumental. And he also wrote all the music for 30 Rock, the theme and any other like songs that you hear. Nice. Yeah, that's his. So that was his song? Those are his songs. In the Cuyahoga song that was in there? Yeah, that's so good. That's so good. Yeah. I'm stealing Flea to Cleave.
Flee the cleave. You got to flee the cleave.
Got to flee to the cleave. That's Alec Baldwin saying that one. That was fun. No, I had to know the reference because they were so fucking spot on that I was just like,
yeah, it's like Digby's department store and so much stuff. Yeah, yeah,
it's so good.
Let's talk about this Knicks game. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Oh, let's go. Got the dunks on and everything. I fucking love it.
I had some dunks
at the Sixers-Knicks playoff game. A lot of people coming to your aid here with the manspreading.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
I did. I should start by saying that Timothée Chalamet was nothing but lovely, super friendly. Kylie was friendly and delightful. We had a great time. He was joking around with Tracy. I go to the Knicks games as a guest of Tracy Morgan, and there were 2 empty seats. And I was like, Tracy, I wonder who's going to sit by us. And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, here they come. Stop.
Right on cue.
And it wasn't until the next day that I saw all these manspreading things. But I will say, you got to remember, so for every amount that he's sitting like this and manspreading, I'm doing the opposite. My legs, I got a big old can. And so in the back, like, God, listen, as Amy Poehler would say, God is fair. Timothy's legs took the front. My big old can was taking the back. We had no beef. It was all good. And the Knicks won, so everybody was happy.
Yeah. How fun is that arena? How when they get going, how electric is it? I've never been in. Jason's been to a few college games and stuff like that, but I've always wondered what MSG felt like when it was rocking. You
should go. It's really fun. I've been 3 times now, I think, with Tracy. And so the internet now classifies me as a Knicks fan. I'll take it. It's fine. But it's really fun. It's that celebrity row is bananas. I'm like hugging Spike Lee before the game.
So right.
John Leguizamo's there. Susie Essman's usually there. Tracy knows everyone. There's, I met like Patrick Ewing. It's just. It is electric. It is like the whole place is like trying to control the game with their energy,
So cool.
Yeah.
And Tracy is so fun to go with because he obviously knows the game well. He knows the players well. The last game before this I went to with him, it was Alvarez's first game. And Tracy said to me, I'm going to get you his shoes at the end of the game. And I thought he meant like he was going to buy me a similar pair of shoes. I didn't know this was a thing. It's not a thing in football. And at the end of the game, he went up to, and the kid was his first game at the Garden. It's on the court still, took his shoes took his shoes off and gave them to Tracy. And now I have them.
This is hilarious. Nice. Just some good memorabilia.
I got some serious memorabilia. Yeah. But I was like, do players know that if a lunatic says, give me your shoes, you have to give him your shoes?
They just concede.
There's no equivalent in football, right?
I think the jersey is the only thing in football. Yeah. I think my glove, I'll give my gloves out to some kids as I'm walking off the field, but the cleats, that's a little different. I think it's pretty, it's pretty well known. That's what NBA players do, though. They'll do it. They get so many shoes.
I tell you what, though, if you think a shoe smells bad, get a smelly, dirty glove. It is by far the worst.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
You don't. Yeah,
but as a kid, you don't care.
Yeah,
you're just like, give me the stench. I'm all in.
Yeah,
I want that.
Keep it in a Ziploc.
Did you grow up a Philadelphia sports fan?
For sure. Yeah, we were. Weirdly, I say weirdly only because nobody in my family played it, but we were big hockey fans because I'm
nice.
Born in 1970, so like
Flyers.
Peak Flyers. Like my dad was good at art, and he painted a portrait of Bobby Clark that hung like next to our front door, like he was in our family. Yeah. And supposedly my first words as a baby, I was in a playpen, and Gene Hart was like, score. And I was like, score. Like that's
let's go.
Supposedly my first word.
That is awesome.
But that was peak time. But yeah, and then we were Eagles fans for sure. Oh my God, for sure. And in like this, I'm like from like the Ron Jaworski era. Like I'm old.
It's a good era though.
And Phillies fans, I had all the like collectible like plastic hats from Dairy Queen with like
oh yeah, you know it.
And we actually put in a 30 Rock episode something about like Liz Lemon loving Mike Schmidt, and then Mike Schmidt wrote me a letter. It was like greatest day of my life. Yeah.
Oh, so cool.
That's awesome. The original Broad Street Bullies.
Yeah, the Broad Street Bullies. And then a couple weeks ago, after I went to the Knicks game with Tracy, my brother was like, do you want me to send you some Sixers gear? And I was like, no, I'll get killed. Like,
you can't.
I have to hide in my house till that series is over now.
The New York and Philadelphia markets are going crazy. And it wasn't even like it was a competitive series. New York just beat the crap out of us. Like it's
big city versus big city, though. That East Coast, you know how it goes. I mean, every single game you play against the Giants, it is what it is. Is New York, Philly is always going to have that.
Yeah.
When their teams are playing. Yeah.
Yeah. When I was a young writer, didn't know better at SNL, like Lauren would always want to book the Yankees to like come into the monologue or whatever after they would win. And I remember saying to him, like, hey, you know, the rest of the country like hates the Yankees, right? No, they love it. I was just like,
I feel you on that, though.
Yeah.
And Cleveland was not a fan.
Yeah.
Still love going to Yankees games, though. I mean, they're I'm sure similar to the Knicks. New York sports market is just epic.
The other great thing we have is just to bring it all back to tennis, but the U.S. Open is super fun too. I've gone a couple times.
So much fun. We got to get American at the top of the tennis world, though.
Yeah.
Make that U.S. Open really rocking.
Yes.
Who's your favorite tennis players?
I mean, again, I'm from the 80s. My favorite tennis player is John McEnroe.
Yeah.
That's my
scrappy.
Yeah, scrappy,
feisty.
and like the crazy thing about being in New York and like craziness of showbiz is like then I met McEnroe. He was on 30 Rock a bunch of times. Like in terms of like weird showbiz things, I was like, I'm talking of John McEnroe. Like yeah.
That's so bad.
Full circle moment. Yeah.
Too cool. All right. Well, should we talk a little SNL?
Come on, we have to. Please let us talk some SNL with you. So
we have had a former head writer and a former host here. What's always the goal for you? What was the goal?
I mean, as a writer, the goal was to try to get something on. I also did really feel like part of my job was to help the women get on. Like it was never said that I had to, but I just felt like that was kind of our responsibility. And the women that I got to write for were incredible. It was like Sherry O'Terry, Molly Shannon, Anna Gasteyer, and then Maya Rudolph, Amy Poehler, Rachel Dratch, then Wig. Like it was just like the hits kept coming, just like some of the all-time greats. And then as head writer, your job is like to take someone else's sketch and try to make it the best version of what they wanted it to be, even if it was something that you're like, I don't even really like this, but like, you've got a vision. Let's try to make it the most of your thing. Yeah. And like, sometimes you would have something would suck so much at dress and you'd fix it up a little bit and you'd be like, we did it. And then your friend from home would be like, that sucked. And you'd be like, oh, right. It still sucked.
There's no way. There's no way people are just critiquing.
Oh, people love to chime in. People love to chime in. Did you have a good time when you hosted, Travis? You were a really good host.
Did I? It was by far still the coolest experience I've ever had. It's crazy to imagine that was like work. It's like once I stepped foot in the building, it was like I was just having the most fun. Yeah, collaborating and just being a part of the team. Like, I don't know. It was from the dinner on, I think it was Tuesday, all the way through to the Saturday night to early Sunday morning after party. It was so much fucking fun, and I would do it in a heartbeat again if I got the opportunity. You could tell it was a really good episode. That American Girl doll sketch, I remember thinking was like one for the books. I know how to be a creep. Yep, just gotta be. No, that was I got extremely lucky that obviously the writers that they kind of had a good gauge on what I could and couldn't do, and then Lauren set me up for success. Yeah. Well, I always say, and Poehler agrees, like we always say that athletes usually make the best hosts because you guys are used to performing under pressure. You're infinitely coachable. Like you can go up to someone and be like, hey, do this part faster, but then slow down. And you're like, okay, which sometimes with like a movie star, you have to like treat them different. Yeah. And also because it's like, nothing's really at stake because you're like, I'm an athlete. And so I'm in a different world. So many bar is low. Like so many of the greatest sketches have been with athletes as hosts. Yeah. Do you remember the Joe Montana sketch where he was the guy who like said everything he was thinking? I remember him hosting. I don't remember the sketch. Check that one out on YouTube. It's a classic. Okay. Easy. Check it out. You just mentioned something I want to come back to a second. What is it like when you put so much time into preparing a bit and then it just gets received so negatively? Like, what is that thought process? After a while, you just kind of, I always do kind of compare it to what little I remember of sports. It's like, sometimes you just go hard and you lose and you're like, okay.
I didn't die. Like I lived to fight again.
I guess we'll try again next week.
One time, Will Ferrell had a sketch that we thought was so funny. That was about a guy who looked exactly like Gabe Cotter, like Gabe Kaplan, the Welcome Back Cotter guy. Mm-hmm. You're too young to remember who this. It was like this very specific. This is why the sketch didn't work. It was like a guy who looked like Gabe Kaplan and who works at an accounting firm, and then he was like, comes in the room and they're like, oh, you just missed it. Gabe Kaplan was here. And he's like, you didn't call me? No one came to get me? You know I'm obsessed. And it like was so funny at the table read. And then death.
Just flatlined. Oh.
Yeah. And like to see that happen to Will, who's like, everyone loves Will. Like the audience, like it just like even Will face planted was almost reassuring.
There's no way.
But is there, like in sports, there's usually like learning, it's like, oh, like we lost because of this, and this. With like comedy, it's so much more subject. Like, is there still learning moments?
I think so. I mean, that one we learned that nobody knew. The audience was too young to know who Gabe Kaplan was.
Be more relatable characters? Is that?
Yeah. Right. And Lauren's really smart about, sometimes he can sort of assess like, oh, it's because we didn't like explain this at the top, or it took too long with this. But sometimes it's a mystery, but sometimes there's science. Yeah.
I feel like when I was had the week of it, it was like the opposite. Like all my table reads were like, this is going to be a rough week. Cause the entire time, it was like my first time. It was like taking me back to middle school when I had to read in front of everyone. And I was just like, I was more so just trying to read the words on the paper instead of land the joke and things like that. And it was just like, I got more comfortable as the week went on, where that Wednesday, I was just sitting there like, I'm just trying to say it correctly. And I wasn't saying it correctly.
It came all the way up.
Yeah, exactly. Good coach. I'm coachable.
You're coachable.
Do you remember your first episode?
Yeah. My first episode as a writer was 1997, October 97. The host was Sylvester Stallone.
How about it?
Yeah.
And the musical guest, I believe, was Jamiroquai. So that's pretty good. Do you remember Jamiroquai? Okay. I think he wore like a big stripy hat or something, right? That's it. But yeah, Sylvester Stallone. And that was like the first movie star I had ever seen in my life. And he really does look like a movie star, like he had this, like, I remember we all went into the room for the pitch meeting and he just looked so different than us. Like he had like the fanciest watch I'd ever seen in my life. It was like just like the best teeth and the biggest watch. And I was like, oh, that's a movie star. And then like within a couple days, like I forget, I was like, I don't think I got anything on, but I was like helping with some sketch. And they were like, and Lauren was like, you have to go and tell Stallone that we can't understand what he's saying. And the other writer who had been there longer than me, he was like, go ahead, you do it. So I had to go in but to his credit, I was like, we're just wondering if you could articulate a little bit. He goes, you can't understand me? No problem. Like, and he was like, you can understand me. Before, yeah. He's like, and I was like, oh yeah, this isn't the first time he's gotten this note. He was like, got it. I'll do better. He was so gracious, totally gracious about it. But he was just like shaking in the doorway. Like, when you're the host, just know that every one of those people coming in to talk to you was like this outside the door, just like, okay, here we go.
I was the opposite. I was sitting there doing this in front of them.
You didn't have any sketches that made it the first episode?
No, I think I got something on the second week.
What was that like, getting your first sketch on? Like you said that people would reach out. Like, was everybody just like going crazy?
Yeah. Well, also, by the way, before cell phones. So like you didn't you didn't get a text. Like you had to like wait till you saw your aunt at Thanksgiving.
Right.
Or like call your parents the next day. But it was really exciting. And I'd come from Chicago. I was doing this thing called the Second City in Chicago. And I definitely was a competitive person. And I came in wanting to win at that game of like every week, let's try to get something in every week.
I love it.
You kind of have to be that way there. It's not for the faint of heart.
We have that one of your first sketches to make air was, again, in 97, was Chris Farley playing a large baby.
Oh, yeah. He played, it was like back, I think when like Jerry Springer show used to have people come on with like, look at my huge baby, remember? And so he was like a giant, I think he was like in a onesie and he was a giant baby. God bless him. Good. God bless them.
We were huge Farley fans growing up.
So funny. Yeah. How old are your kids, Jason?
So 6, 5, 3, and 1.
Okay. Because my friend of mine has a second grader and she's really like kind of interested in SNL, and I made her a little playlist. And the one sketch that I think it's like clean enough, you can show them Chris Farley doing "I live in a van down by the river." Matt Foley. That's kids, right. Little kids get it. They love Matt Foley.
Chris was so physical with his humor.
Exactly. I live to see him go through a table.
Yeah. Well, also, by the way, he was an athlete, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think he was a rugby player or something. Yeah. So he had like his like physicality and his body awareness. Like he knew what he was doing. Yeah.
There we go. Now you were the first female head writer.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is it like being with I don't know. What was that like? What was it like being a female lead writer in I would assume something that was very dude centric for a long period of time?
Yeah. I mean, I always say like in their defense, there had only been like 3 head writers before that. Like, because there are people that stayed a long time. So it wasn't like there were 50 and then one, but it was very dude centric when I first got there. But again, it started changing all around. Like our director, Beth, was a female, our stage manager then was like, again, like these, like when Molly and Sherry started scoring, like the thing I love about SNL is it is a really fair playing ground. It's like, if you kill at that table read, you will get on. As opposed to like sometimes like with other kinds of TV shows or movies, like some executive will be like, well, we don't want a woman in this part, but like you get to take your shot and you get to prove yourself. And so, yeah, like Molly and Sherry and Anna, they were killing it. And it felt like the kind of, the scales were evening out a little bit. The one time I remember thinking like, oh, I got to get out of here was one time I tried to really hang the bunch of the writers were like going to play pickup basketball game. And it was like Adam McKay. I don't know if you know him. He's like a famous movie director. He's a big, tall guy. It was like Adam McKay and like Colin Quinn and Tim Meadows. All these guys were, and Will Ferrell, and they all went to play pickup basketball. And they, out of politeness, invited me. And I was like, sure. And so I went to Central, and I was like, tried to play pickup basketball with them. And like, after like 20 minutes, I was like, you know what? They're going to get tired and they're going to get messy and I'm going to get an elbow to the face. I got to get out of here. They're going to get tired and it's not going to be safe for me to be elbow height. So I was like, thanks guys. And that was probably the only time where I was like, yeah, maybe the lady head writer skips basketball.
We got about 10 minutes left. We're going to jump to this We Gotta Ask section. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
All right. John Hamm claims that you were the person that discovered that he was funny. Did he really need any more compliments out there?
I know. I've been trying to keep him humble ever since. all he wants it so bad. He wants to be the funniest guy so bad. He's funny. He's funny. He is funny. And his character on 30 Rock started out as like a normal love interest for Liz Lemon. And then within like 2 episodes, he was like a moron. And by the end of it, he had like hooks for hands. Like his character got more and more insane. Once the writers realized he wanted to be funny and not handsome, they just like,
Is there a key to being funny? Like, is it all timing? Is it something that you can't even explain?
Yeah.
Because I've asked this before to comedians and it's like, it's hard to explain.
I mean, you guys are both funny. You're naturally funny. And I think some of it is natural, right? Like you have to have a sense of humor. Like when people try to act funny, that's usually like no good.
Yeah.
Just try to like act real. And that's usually the funniest thing. Yeah. But yeah, I think a lot of it kind of can't be learned. People who have it can get better at it. But if you don't have it, I don't think you can learn it.
All right. There you go. Then you just get good writers. How do you feel that MILF Island, a 30 Rock TV joke, became an actual real TV show?
I feel like, where's my money?
Where's the
royalty?
Where's my check? Yeah. That was bananas. And they changed it. It was on an island, but they called it like MILF Manor or something. But I'm like, but it's on an island? You didn't even, there it is.
Clearly.
No, it's different. It's different.
Of all the many, many things that 30 Rock sort of accidentally predicted, I did not think that one was going to be the one. Yeah.
It's so funny. I'm
going to ask this on behalf of everybody in Philadelphia. Does the Philly accent still come out?
Yes. It comes out when I'm tired. Yeah. When I'm tired for a night shoot, it's like all the O's come out. It's like I'm going home There was a scene in Four Seasons where I had to say, oh, that place on Route 9. And I kept going, the place on Route 9. And our writer was like, nope, that's not. I'm like, Route 9. And she's like, Route 9. I was like, I don't think so. No, we better check the dictionary. But yes, I remember in college, I went to University of Virginia and my roommate was from Germany. So we were both like out of place in Virginia. And she one night she bought a Hershey bar. And I was saying to her, does it have almonds in it? And she was like, what? And I was like,
that is one of the craziest things to me. Almonds. So yeah, I'm sorry, you're hitting a nerve on me. There's a place in downtown Philly, Swayaki's Meats, I think, or maybe it's either Swayaki's or it's the Stocks Bakery, but it's on Salmon Street.
Salmon.
It is salmon. Nobody pronounces salmon salmon. And I'm like, what are we doing, people? This and almond is right down the street. Yeah. And I'm like, what are we doing? Almond. This is not.
Yeah.
Somebody just had to mispronounce that at one point, and then all of a sudden,
and they were stubborn.
They just fought it, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like a Philly thing to do.
Yeah, it's the most beautiful sound in the world, though. It's beautiful.
Hey, it hooked me. Yeah. Kylie has said you do the best Philly accent of all the people that try to nail it.
Thank you.
Hers comes out mostly if she's been drinking or she's worked up. Like if she's worked up, she'll say like the ass or like something a certain way.
Do is just listen and Not Gonna Lie. You watch Not Gonna Lie. That shit is thick. It has never been that thick in the living room around the girls. Like it is heavy when she's on Not Gonna Lie. She's like, I'm going to showcase this fucking thing.
Yeah. When you get worked up, that's the other. Yes, that is when it comes out. Yeah.
Too good. Which city, in your opinion, or geographical area in the States, do you think the funniest people come from? And you can be biased.
I do think it's the Northeast. I think it's Philly, Boston, New York. I think, listen, there are a lot of people, a lot of funny people coming out of Kansas. You got your Sudeikuses.
We got our crew.
Ham, but I just think sheer tonnage. There's something about Keckner, the great Dave Keckner.
Oh yeah, Keckner came from Stone Street. Yeah, we got Heidi Gardner.
Yes, Ellie Kemper.
Kemper, another one.
Yeah, so there's a pocket. There's a pocket there. There's a pocket there.
We got a little pocket. Just
a little pocket. But I do think there's something about the Northeast. I think because we just live on top of each other, and you have to like find a way to get along. So we tease each other. Make fun of each other.
It's the best.
You have 2 teenage daughters?
I do. Well, actually, I have 1 teenage daughter because my older daughter is 20.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
there you go.
Did they find you funny when they were teenagers?
No. No way. But they also like, I'm not even really trying to be funny with them. I'm just more like, did you look for a graduation dress yet? Like I'm just like, annoying mom.
Yeah.
But they do kind of, I think they are starting to trust my taste if I show them something else. I'll be like, wait, did you see this sketch? Like that's a great way of like communicating with them is I'll show them like something from a recent SNL or now SNL UK. I'll be like, wait, did you see this thing? And that they will usually give it up for something I think is funny as long as I had nothing to do with it.
That's so crazy.
But they won't watch 30 Rock. They don't watch 30 Rock. And Amy, which I'm like, okay, I guess, I say to people like, I imagine if your mom made a show, would you watch it? But you guys might have to.
I watch Traders.
You guys are really good at that. Yeah. But then Amy Poehler's kids, they won't watch Parks and Rec. And I thought it was like a mom thing. But then Steve Carell told me his kids won't watch The Office. So I think it's just like people don't want to see their parents. But I was
these are bangers. Yeah.
I know. And The Office is like, how can you even function in America if you haven't watched The Office?
Is there at least like one thing or like one, like whether it's a sketch or whether it's shows, anything that you've written or like shown them that you've done that they've been like, that's badass?
I think they did come to SNL UK when I got to host the first SNL UK, and they came over because it was spring break. And I think they thought that was pretty cool. I think. But generally, no.
They had to have.
Hope so. My time will come.
Well, speaking of your time coming, this leads to the question that we ask everybody is like kind of their welcome to the industry moment.
Okay.
What was your welcome to Hollywood moment, welcome to comedy moment, whatever you want to call it, where you were kind of like, wow, I'm really doing this? It could be positive or negative.
Yeah. The most positive Oh gosh, there's so many, like my brain is so scrambled eggs, like of all those early SNL years. It's a mixed bag moment. Like the first time I got to go to the Emmys was a year or two and the writing got nominated for SNL. So we got to all go to the Emmys. I think, and I was doing Weekend Update with Jimmy. And so I was on camera. So maybe that's like 99, 2000 or something. But I was like all dressed up and I got and like a gown on, and then they pushed me onto the red carpet, and nobody knew who I was. And then someone told me, and they all were like, "Put your glasses on." And so I had to, like, with a full gown, like put my weird little glasses on. And then they're like, move along. But that, like, that kind of crazy, like that kind of Hollywood red carpet is so.
Oh my gosh!
I can only imagine. So surreal. And then you're like, wow, this is not something I ever thought I would do growing up.
Right.
So badass.
But there are other like deeper things. Like I think that, and you can cut all these down. The other like super positive moment I remember, like when we were doing 30 Rock and we made 13 episodes and we're like, well, we'll probably get canceled. And we were on set. We were on set of episode 12. And I remember my dad was visiting and we got the call that we were getting picked up. And I got to tell the whole crew that we were getting, cool. And it was like, that was like really deeply special because it was like, oh, everyone gets to keep their job. Like that was, that was a truly good moment.
This new show, or the second season of the 4 seasons, is a streaming show. Do you prefer the streaming or the cable kind of dynamic? I don't know what the right way to say. I mean,
comes out every week.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because as a viewer, I really like to watch stuff that comes out once a week. Like that's why I love The Pit, because you're like, oh, Pit's on tonight. Like I know what I'm doing. But as a maker of TV, streaming is nice because it can be like as long or short as it wants to be. Like with 30 Rock, it always had to be 21 minutes and 15 seconds long. So we'd be like cutting jokes, like slicing things.
Gosh, don't even think about it like that. That has to get so crazy trying to fit it in there.
Like speed things up a little bit. It was crazy. So it's a little bit easier. But that's it. I think the thing that people really love, like people. Like, what do people watch? They watch Friends and Seinfeld. Like I think people really want like 150 episodes of the hanging out with the characters they like. So somebody younger than me has got to get out there and start making 25 episodes a year.
Do you have a favorite part of like the creative process? Is it writing? Is it performing? Is it like the editing?
I know for sure at SNL, my favorite day was always Saturday because it was like, you know, that day you come in and you practice everything once and you're just sort of like you can't be stressed anymore. Yeah. It's
electric.
Yeah.
You know, you got to just buckle up. And it's that Saturday, that feeling of not even like the rehearsal and then the actual, but walking in the building and feeling the energy. People are making shit at a rate that you can't even comprehend. You know what I mean? Exactly. Yeah. They're like doing all the sets. Yeah. It's absolutely insane. The energy that you feel once you get in there.
Yeah. And for other things, I would say I kind of love a table read day because then it's like the hardest part of the writing's over and you kind of just get to like goof around and hear it. Especially back at 30 Rock, we used to do them like in person. A lot of times they're on Zoom now, but we would all come into the room on the lunch break and read the next week's script. And those 30 Rock table reads were like unbelievable. They were crazy. They were great. Yeah.
Did you guys ever like, I don't know, jot something down and it didn't necessarily fit in 30 Rock, but you just turned that into like an SNL skit?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think, maybe because there one time I went to host SNL while we were doing 30 Rock. And I think we did a thing that, I don't know if it was a scrap joke or it definitely came from the 30 Rock writers room of, it was a commercial called Annual. It was like one of those commercials that was like, you can get your period just once a year. And the joke was like, and it was like, but then when it comes, hold on to your fucking hat. And it was like,
that's a great SNL bit. That is a very good SNL bit.
It was really funny.
Oh my gosh.
Tina, we cannot thank you enough for the stories, your time, all this, everything you've been in, all the stuff you've written. You're an absolute legend. Wishing you the best. Everybody go check out The 4 Seasons, season 2 on Netflix. And we wishing you nothing but the best, Tina.
Thank you so much, guys. What a joy. What an absolute fucking joy.
Yeah! Let's go.
Fucking joy is all ours. There we go. All righty. Thank you to Tina Fey. Check out season 2 of The Four Seasons on Netflix starting May 28th. And we're not done. One more incredible guest for you this week. Let's toss it to Nate Bargatze. That's right. This conversation is brought to you by Enterprise. Alrighty, our guest today is an actor, producer, and stand-up comedian from Old Hickory, Nashville, Tennessee. He's a Grammy Award winner for Best Comedy Album. You know him from his specials, Hello World, The Tennessee Kid, and The Greatest Average American, and now his first ever movie, The Breadwinner. 92%ers, please welcome the nicest man in stand-up, Nate Bargatze!
Whoa! I need you at my shows.
Well, yeah. I would be honored. Got
to get the intros going, man.
How are things going?
Everything's going great. Yeah. We got the movie coming out this week. So, super fun and, nervous about it, but excited about it and all that.
Oh, you got nothing to be nervous about, brother. It's a banger. It's an all-timer, man.
I got to ask you a question, though. Like, as a father of 4 girls now, obviously you're a dad of 3 in this movie. You're a dad of 1 in real life.
1 in real life, yeah.
Are you as inept as you make yourself out to be as a dad and husband in your specials and in the movie, or is this an act? Because I relate way too much, I think, to you as a person. I just want to throw that out there. Is this all just for jokes, or is there some truth to it?
No, there's like basic truth. I mean, even like the movie, the way we wanted it to be was, it's like, if the roles reverse, typically, it's going to be kind of chaotic at first. Like if my wife's out of town or whatever, it's like it's a lot of fast food. It's like we're not cooking. I don't know how to cook. So it's like there's not any of that. Yeah. But like we did in the movie where it's like you eventually would just be like, all right, well, you got to do it your way, so you got to do it the way you know it. And so, yeah, it's like, I can, when she's not here, but it's usually little spurts. I get run over by my daughter. My daughter knows she can take full advantage of like just whatever. She wants to have a sleepover. It's like, especially now as I get older, like my daughter's 13. You're like, yeah, you bring a friend over. They're, they go upstairs. It's not boys that's like just banging against the wall.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, just girls doing probably psychological damage to each other, but it's quiet. And that's all you really want.
It's less intense until it gets to a moment.
It will affect them for the rest of their lives. But it's quiet while you sit and watch the game. And that's the main thing.
Dude, I still remember growing up, Mom would make these like chicken, broccoli, wild rice, like make an actual meal. She'd be gone and Dad would make like beanies and weenies, like maybe instant mashed potatoes. It's just nothing but milk and butter in them.
Yeah. That sounds amazing.
It was great. I miss those meals, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Well, The Breadwinner was an absolute banger, man. It was a fun family ride all the way through and through. Mandy Moore was absolutely amazing in it as well. You snuck in a few songs that I noticed. I don't want to give away too much, man, but it was.
Well, I think it's
cool.
out there, but
it's out there. Nice.
It got out there. Yes, that was probably talked about more than the movie. So we can't. Beyond grateful moment for that to happen with for her to help a fellow Nashvilleian is a very sweet, nice thing. It was fun. Mandy Moore. I was just trying not to ask her about Entourage the whole time.
I'm telling you, one of the best, man.
It's one of the, I was like, what's that like? And she's like, like, have you not moved, have you not moved on from Entourage? I go, I watch it about once a year. So
I'm not gonna lie. I'll just put it on in the background, just let it ride, man.
Yeah, Mandy's unbelievable in it, and the whole thing was it was wild. Shooting a movie the first time. I'm just used to stand up, so I'm very much used to, it's like you're kind of on your own in the stand up world. And with movies is like, I kind of enjoyed this schedule of it because I don't really come from a schedule. And where it's like, you got to be up at 7. It's probably similar with you guys, where it's like, you're every day, every minute's kind of accounted.
It's laid out for you.
Yeah. And I come like, it's just a zoo. You wake up whenever you want. Your show's at like 7, 8. It's a camp, dude. It's like a summer camp. Every week we go out. Like it's like once you've been to every city a bunch, you still love going to these cities. I'm sure it's like you guys have been to all these cities. and you've seen it. Like, so eventually you just start kind of like going, like you get in the arena and you just kind of try to hang out and do stuff and, try to, we play basketball, wiffle ball. We've done some nice wiffle ball in like weird rooms. We're fine. Even if the room's like low ceiling and you just get, you just have some weird games.
Yeah, make up your own game.
It's the most fun. And it's making it up as it's going. Like, you don't know that doesn't count till you go, wait, that doesn't count. And so, I mean, it's like the fourth inning and you're like, whoa, no, you can't hit it over there.
The unknowing of rules is Jason's specialty in any game.
I will manipulate the shit out of that.
He will manipulate it, and he'll play that fence the whole game.
Yeah.
We didn't say we couldn't do that.
He goes, should have said it. I'm saying it now. All right. That run counts. We get one turn with that rule still in place. After that, it's over. It's over.
Like some Sandlot ball, baby.
Is there a trick to getting yourself like in the right headspace to do a comedy show? Like, is that a way that you just kind of keep it light? You get away from.
Yeah. I think you want your group back there. So you don't want like outside, it's like you don't want like anybody that's going to be like, so how'd you get into comedy? And you're like, what? So you can handle like comedians because I think you know how to talk to each other. So you're just kind of, and you might be like in the middle of a conversation, you're like, I'm going to just walk away from you and not say anything. And you need someone that understands that that's going to happen. I don't know if it's the same with you guys, but it's like you just kind of want whoever's going on the show to be back there because you're all about to go through the same thing. And like, so you kind of know how to talk to each other. And like, it's all lighthearted or it's all funny or or maybe it's talking about something you're going to say or whatever it is. But you try to keep it kind of just the crew that's on the road with you back there. Because otherwise it gets you feel like you're entertaining.
Yeah. You don't want to have that switch on. You want to turn that thing off, man.
Yeah. Like, because I've had it, you have it happen that way. And then you get up there and then you're just like, I don't know, you're just in your head. You're just kind of like not thinking straight. And then you're, because you can sometimes get on stage talking in your jokes and then your mind can start going.
Wandering.
Wandering.
Is that good?
No. I mean, no. It's not. If you're in the joke, it's okay. But I mean, it could be wandering about. I've had where I didn't like what I wore on stage, but you're already up there. And then so the whole time you're like, why do I wear this dumb jacket? And you go, and you just feel, I'm like, I think everybody can see my nipples through my shirt. I go, this is a nightmare. And then you're just on another planet. But like, because I've done this so long, you're, not that everybody knows it, but I learned quickly, like, it was like, all right, I now I know I really worked on it to like, I'll pull myself back into the story or joke that I'm telling. And I got to like visualize that story. And so now I've worked on it a lot because it was happening. And then you just start going, look, if that happens, I'm not going to be able to get to the level that I want to get at. I got to be able to pull myself. So now you can just catch yourself. And so now I'm pretty good about like, it still happens, but I can catch it.
Yeah. Get the train back on the rails. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Do you ever feel like, because Trav will mention this, especially where he'll ask him why he did something and he just doesn't even know. He just went there and like him and Pat would call it like blacking out. Are you ever on stage and you're just like so in the moment and you kind of know what the crowd wants, where you're just kind of like, feels like you're just going, you're not even like predetermining like what you thought of coming on the stage with? I don't know if that makes sense or.
Yeah. You can, you're stumble upon some new stuff and it's stuff that might not work ever again, but it worked in that moment. And cause sometimes you want it to work again. Like you can have a joke work and then like you're trying to, what we say is like, you see if that joke can travel. And then you go to like another city and people hate you for the joke. And then you're like, man, last night, dude, they borderline carried me out because of that. But it just wasn't the same. And you're like, I guess I said something wrong. But it's, you can like just get in there and sometimes, you can kind of hit that. So when I do a show now, I'm in the arena, I'm in the round. So I'm in the middle. So you're pacing. And so like, there's definitely times where you could be in it, and then you got to find where you're at, because you're in the middle of the round. There's a story. I once did a show. It was like a benefit show, and there was this comic, and so we were all doing the show, and the show was in the round. It was in Phoenix, the Celebrity Theater. It's a really cool venue. I taped a special there, but originally George Carlin. It was famously known because George Carlin taped when he did the 7 dirtiest words you can't say. He taped that special there.
So it's iconic in the stand-up world.
Yes. Yeah.
Love it.
And so, but so it's in the round. And so there's only one way on and one way off, but there's exits because they can technically have other ways, but all these doors are locked. And I watched a guy, he was like murdering, just really in it. And so he's walking around the circle. And then he gets done, and then he's just destroyed, and he goes down a ramp, and it's a ramp to a door I know that does not open. So it was just so funny to watch. He's like, everybody's like, and he just disappears. And then it's like a minute later, he's got to come back up that ramp. And now he's back on. So he's like, I just know he was like, please open. Like,
he's trying to break the door. That fucking thing. Yeah.
Probably was like, if it breaks, that's fine. I cannot go back on that stage.
Oh, I just crushed it, man.
It's over. And he just pops right back up, and it just has to. And he's like, sorry. He just has to finally walk of shame, find the way back. It was very funny.
You're from Nashville, big dog. We know you're a huge Titans fan. How are we feeling going into this year?
I'm pumped. We kind of talked about it earlier. Like, I'm excited. I've heard great things about Cardinal Tate, just like through the media or whatever. But it's very exciting. Cam Ward. We got some excitement. We got the Super Bowl in 2030. So I think there's some fun buzz around the Titans, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the year, and we got a young squad, and so I want to just see, hopefully build some momentum, and if everything everything works out. We need to be in the Super Bowl 2030. That'd be nice.
There you go.
You excited about Nashville hosting a Super Bowl for the first time?
I am. Nashville is really exploding as a city, and that the downtown area and where they're building this new dome, and I've already got I got a suite in it already. Like I'm locked.
Yeah.
Is this year the opening year for it?
Next
year? Next season?
Yeah.
Ah, God, man, my guy's on top of it. I'm gonna need one of those.
Yeah, it was, you start looking like you're thinking ahead.
The renderings look pretty ridiculous. It looks like it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, the whole city's excited about the Super Bowl and just the stuff that's going to bring. WWE can come, Final Four can come to Nashville. I think Nashville's very excited to show off the city, and as a city, we've just been exploding. And growing up here, it's just so different than anything. Now it's like crazy, but I'm sure it's like that in every city.
I was going to ask you. There's a lot of people that are from Nashville that are kind of like in between whether or not they love the direction that the city's going. You're from Old Hickory, man. Old Hickory hasn't changed much, but
yeah,
I've played some golf over in Old Hickory, actually. Like in terms of like what the city is, and it always seems like there's a construction of like a new apartment building or new business building. But the city is rocking at all times, man. Do you love the direction it's going? Are you kind of in between as well, or?
I do. It's like I understand the idea of like no one wants change and like all this kind of stuff. But I think it's an exciting change. And I think as a city, as long as you don't lose your identity, then it's a great thing. And so I think Tennessee does great with that. Nashville does great with that. As long as we kind of keep who we are and, it really feels like you're coming here and we're able to be hospitable to whoever comes here and show them, a great time, and I think it's a good thing that it's moving forward. I don't know what it's like. Everything's moving. Every city's exploding. I go to all these cities; they're all exploding. Everywhere you go, everybody tells you that this town and all this.
But there's nothing like Broadway.
Nothing like Broadway.
Nothing like Broadway. So when do we get your bar? When's your bar coming up?
Oh, I don't know if we'll have a bar. I'm going to do this family-friendly movie. Then you're like, and right after, come to my bar.
Just call it a pub. And then it's a family bar. It's a family bar.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, all right. This is how he changes the rules in all the games. Jason finds something, dude.
This guy gets it, man. Come to my 4-decker pub.
Yeah.
No, but Nashville, I mean, normally I'm against the dome thing because I like playing football outside. I like the elements being engaged. But something that I think Nashville has is similar to what Vegas has, where it's an entertainment hub, right? It's Showtime, so used to putting on shows. And that's something that when you go to a Vegas game, it is so apparent, like the way the music is at halftime, like before the game, like the whole thing is just done in that kind of realm. And you can easily see how Nashville is going to kill it with all that stuff and everything else they host as a result.
Yeah, they do that with the Predators is such a great place to watch a hockey game. And so it's like, it fits in very well. And that is a good way to put it, where it is like the dome. And I've been to Vegas football and a Vegas Knights game, and it's like the best. It's very, very entertaining. And it's, do y'all hear the music? Like can you hear it when you're out there? Like,
oh yeah, 100%.
When you're playing though, like you're out there, you're not noticing a lot of that stuff, or at least I don't remember noticing a lot of it.
When it's a timeout though in Vegas and they shut the lights off and they start like playing the music and everything, or when you come out at halftime and like a Sublime is like doing the halftime show, I'm just like, where the fuck am I? Am I in basketball? Do I play for the Bears now? Like, what is this? I didn't know this was a thing in the NFL.
Green Day's out there, and you're like, is that Green? And we're here?
Seriously.
We're here? This is
no way.
In a regular season game. Yeah, I'd imagine that's pretty fun. Like you see, I always think about basketball, because basketball, they're playing those songs. Just the game's going
to get some defensive rhythm or offensive rhythm. They play.
Yeah, I'm like, how do you not like just they don't have helmets on. They don't have you can really hear and stuff. So yeah, that's always wondered that.
I will say I never thought I used to notice a lot of the noise until the COVID year. And then it was apparent like, oh no, it feels weird as fuck playing a football game.
When I can hear what that coach is saying across, like on the sideline.
You got to whisper. Yeah. Yeah. UFC COVID was tough because you're like, when you hear the punches and you're like, you hear the slap, you're like, golly, dude. Like you hear him tap out and you're like, I don't, it's a little too real.
How mad was Titans Nation when you took a photo with Big Red in his rings?
Oh,
you get some backfire?
Yeah. I don't think I posted it, so I think I tried.
Smart man.
Yeah. I let them post. I can't remember if I don't think I did, because I was at one of y'all when we played you guys with Derrick Henry. I came to the game. I'm good friends with Eric Stonestreet. And so,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I've done the Big Slick and all that in the past, which I think is happening, might be this week.
Next week, yeah.
So I know a lot of those guys. And so we went, I was at the game when Derrick Henry, we played you guys and we lost. So it's like, that was so a while ago. And then, I think a lot of people, we root for Kansas City. So it's like,
nice, man. Here we go.
I can follow, as the older I get, I can follow stories. I was really big with Jalen Hurts. I was very excited for him just with the Alabama and Oklahoma. Like I'll follow a story like that where you can just go like, there's usually a reason I can want anybody to kind of win and what I can kind of root for. And so you can kind of detach yourself, especially the older I get and the more where you're like, this is insane I'm not going to, when you're younger, it's like, it's all that matters. But then when the older you get, you're like, you're kind of rooting for some players and you can see stuff, it's like even as the Ravens against the Titans is like, but I do root for Derrick Henry. Like you would want to see him succeed. Y'all had Hopkins when Hopkins,
D-Hop,
yeah. Like it was like you root for him. He goes to Kansas City, so you learn to root kind of like storylines, and I mean, it makes sports very enjoyable because you can be excited about almost anybody.
No doubt. I got to ask you, you got the picture with Trav's rings and Andy's rings, and you're a Titans fan. From the Eagles' perspective, is it true that you have a dog named Philly?
Oh, I do. Yes. So
what's the story behind this?
Yeah. So we played Philadelphia. It was last year. I want to say it was either the first preseason game or the first game of the season. I can't remember. I want to say preseason, but I'm not sure. But it was a nightmare traffic. So I had a show. We did 2 or 3 shows at Philadelphia in the basketball arena.
Wells Fargo, yeah.
Yes. And so I didn't realize y'all's whole setup is right there, just right next to each other. Where the football stadium's there, the basketball arena is here. So we had people that couldn't even, because of the football game and all that happening at the same time, we found out later people couldn't even get into the show. They never made it because the traffic was so crazy. So anyway, we go on the road. A lot of times you go to these arenas and people bring in like a local dog, rescue place will bring in dogs and you can kind of play with them during the day or whatever. And they brought in one, and I adopted a dog. I took her home in Philadelphia, and so we brought her on stage and kind of told everybody. I named her Philly. So yeah, she's doing great. She's here. I was going to kind of take her on the road with me, but again, a little daughter thing that got stolen from me. She now sleeps in my daughter's bed. So you're like, anything you bring home that you're like, I'll have a fun road dog. And then my daughter's like, how about no? How about she sleeps in my bed? So she's here, but she's awesome. So yeah. So I have a forever tie with Philadelphia.
Is this the second dog?
This is the second. We finally got a second dog.
There we go. All right.
Yeah. And this dog was a rescue. It looks like a Cocker Spaniel, but she's beautiful. And she looks like she was rescued from a mansion. She wasn't, but it's one of those, it's a rescue that when you say you rescued her and everybody's like, rescued her from where? You go like a wealthy family. You go, that looks like but she was, she's very friendly dog and just, very fun. And it gets very along with the dog we have.
Nice. Perfect. Well, we got a few minutes left of your time, and we're not going to waste any of it.
Of course
We're going to get to our last section. We call it We Gotta Ask. All right? We're going to ask you just a rapid fire some questions at you, and you don't have to answer them. You can tell us to fuck off, but we're going to ask them anyways. All right?
Yeah.
All righty. Nashville got the Super Bowl, but got snubbed from hosting the World Cup match. As someone who has lured in all of these places and toured in all these places, what U.S. city would you replace with Nashville that is hosting?
Who is hosting? Is it Atlanta?
It's a bunch. L.A., Seattle, Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, Philly, Kansas City, Boston, Miami, San Francisco, New York.
This is a setup question.
It is a setup.
Somebody set them up.
You can't.
Just tell us.
Maybe you could say Atlanta. Well, look, I could say Atlanta. Atlanta had it, right? In like 96. They had the Olympics.
They had the Olympics.
So Atlanta had it. If I have to say something, I'm going to say Atlanta just because they had the Olympics.
Yeah, they already had it, yeah.
Yeah, they messed that up because of remember the bomb thing there?
Oh, I remember.
And they messed that up. So he goes, we would. It's a great movie. Here, watch that movie.
Oh my god!
But no, Atlanta can. They had the Olympics. I think Atlanta's doing great. I was just there, and actually, I had trouble with Atlanta. I had trouble with Georgia because we took their quarterback. Jared Curtis was supposed to go to Georgia, and he's coming to Vandy now.
Oh, okay.
So then Georgia, he's a number one recruit out of quarterback out of high school, and nice. We flipped him from Georgia to Vandy. So I'm a big Vandy fan. I did not go to college, but
I was going to say, because you got a little reference like that in the Breadwinner, actually.
Jared Curtis is in the movie. Yeah, that was.
Is that what flipped him?
No, it was Diego Pavia had played a big hand in it. Clark Lee, our coach at Vanderbilt. I mean, what they're building and what they're doing. Candace Lee, our athletic director, that won athletic director of the year. There's all of those things, and a lot of it. He's from here. There was a lot of things. I was able to add some flair to it by saying I was on game day and I told him I'd put him in a movie.
No fucking way. I'm not going to lie. The kid looks like he can play some ball. I looked at it. I was like, I don't know this dude, but he looks like he could play some ball. He's got a Vandy hat on.
Got a Vandy hat on. Yeah, that was pure NIL. So
gotta love the beauty of NIL, man.
Vandy had nothing to do with that. That was, I got to say that too. Vandy was because it's through the collective thing, but yeah, you get to add some fun stuff. NL gets pretty fun.
It's a beautiful thing. If
any other 5-stars want to be in a movie, let me know.
Did we read correctly that you're opening a theme park?
I am. Yes.
What?
Yes.
Oh, this is fucking sweet, man. We're theme park kids, man. This is fucking cool.
We used to, would y'all go? So the theme park we'd go to is Kings Island growing up.
Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah. The Beast.
The Beast is the best one there.
We were more Northern Ohio and Cedar Point, but we did also go to Kings Island.
Yeah.
College,
Cedar
we were
Point,
Kings Island for sure.
Yeah. Cedar Point, I did not get to, I've not been to yet. I want to go to Cedar Point, but Kings Island was a big one for us to go to. We used to have a theme park called Opryland in Nashville, and it was my first job, shut down when I was in high school. And so, I think everybody just kind of, I don't know, we just missed it in Nashville. And as my career is gone, and again, like I want to make movies and make things for, people to have create memories with their families and stuff like that. And Nashville can sustain a full theme park. And then I was kind of just like, all right, like, let's just do it. And it's not, it's not going to be a theme park that's about me. It's called Nateland, besides that part. But it's, it's going to be like kind of be a big part of Nashville and Tennessee and all that. It's one of those that you like have an idea and I'm just waiting for someone to tell me no, it can't happen.
When you got good ideas, no reason to say no. And I'll tell you what, Nashville, it's popping as a city. There's obviously a fuck ton of people coming every single week from out of town to travel because of how amazing the city is and how amazing it is to host everybody from all over, man. So it makes a lot of sense, not only just for the people that live in Nashville, but for the influx of people that are coming in every single weekend, man.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be, roller coaster. It's going to be a legit, real theme park.
Fuck yeah, man. We'll keep our eyes.
I'm not texting. I'm texting my wife to bring up Philly too, so she can. Since we talked about her,
show a little Philly love.
You got a lot of jokes about how you're average. What is something you're actually above average at?
There
we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a good pop.
And they gave us, we got it at Eagles. Philly cheesesteak. Yeah. So this is Philly, all from pure Philadelphia.
That's a beautiful pup right there.
Yeah. She's a good dog. She's a beautiful, it is a rescue, but you see what I'm saying?
I was about to say, I was going to say.
You're like, Like what neighborhood was she rescued in? You go, I don't know. But she's a wonderful dog. Anyway, sorry. What's the greatest?
Oh, you have a lot of jokes about being average. What is something you're above average at?
I mean, I would imagine comedy, hopefully.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
That's the obvious one, yeah.
I would have joked that I'm just the greatest. I got a very average taste. I know when, I always have a good eye for when the McRib's going to come back. It's like just, I have any fast food. I know what's going on in all fast foods. It's like I'm very aware of just a lot of your chain restaurants, and I'm very aware of what's happening.
Let me ask you this then. Did Nashville invent hot chicken?
What do you mean?
Well, they had Prince's. I would think Prince's was the original one. So I would think we would claim it. I don't know if there's like going to be some weird, like New Mexico's like, no, we did it. Like, I don't know the full history, but I will say we did it. And it was Prince's hot chicken is the original. And then my fast food is I'm a big McDonald's guy. Get number one Big Mac, no onions, little side filet fish sandwich.
Ooh.
Not bad. You get a little something on the side. They have, I don't know if y'all go to McDonald's because you play sports.
I have a very iconic moment with a cashier that we became very good friends.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm more breakfast menu though. I'm partial to
breakfast as well.
Sausage, egg, and cheese.
That was Kelsey. That was our dad's deal.
Anyways, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, now that they all have double drive-throughs, so like when you go to one, and I was at one the other day, and like I'm ordering, and then they put my order on the other screen, and then there's a car there, and you're like, well, that's embarrassing. Like they're just seeing, because they're like, we didn't order that. So then they start looking over, and you're like, I'd have maybe kept a side sandwich off if I knew you were showing the world what I was doing.
That's a HIPAA violation. That's a big HIPAA.
It's a HIPAA violation. So it's so little heads up. if you would like to keep your order private, maybe get in that first lane.
The inside lane.
Inside. You want to be inside.
We got to ask, which was more fun hosting, SNL the first time or the second time?
They were both the most fun, but I would say the first time, because you just, it's the excitement of you not knowing what's going to happen, and the commitment, and I kind of like flying by the seat of your pants, like, where you're just like, I don't know what this is going to be. I got to go destroy. I just got to come out and kill it. And you're seeing everything for the first time. You have no idea how they do it, and all that. And so the first time was a time that it's just a very special.
Hell yeah.
It was a very special thing to get to go to.
You remember who pitched you the George Washington sketch?
Yes, Streeter Seidel and Mikey Day. They pitched it, and we did it in. We did a table read, and it didn't go good when we did the table read.
Why not?
Because it's like my timing is. I'm used to a crowd, so when once I can hear laughter, it's like I'll be able to pace off that. And with the table read, it's like there's not a ton of laughter, and so they were like, I don't know. And then I was like, let's just do it with the dress rehearsal. I was like, once I get it, and then once we did it, it like destroyed, because it's, as a comic, your timing is used to that. You just need the crowd, and so thankfully it went great. And that's the most thing people bring up. Still, people dress up like George Washington at the show.
That's a banger. Yeah, man. If all my table reads, if they nixed them off of how stale they were because I couldn't read, man, I wouldn't even have been on stage on Saturday.
Yeah,
they would have found a new host.
That's why I write a lot of my stuff, because I have trouble reading, and I'm colorblind. So,
oh shit, that's not funny, but I did.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, I don't know why. Listen, you're a funny guy.
It's a family thing, Travis. I wish I had it. I think y'all have the same uniforms, the Chiefs and the Eagles. Like, oh yeah, I wish I could tell. I wish I knew the difference. Travis, I bet it's great. But it was like, I made them. One was like black and then green, and it was me and Heidi. And so I just kept reading her lines, mine and hers.
Oh my gosh.
And I feel like they're just like, as the host, they're like trying to be polite. And in my head, I'm like, this doesn't even make sense. Like, why? And then I was like, I have trouble telling. The black and green, I can have a little trouble. Anything it doesn't stick out.
Darker
too
tone,
much.
yeah.
A red and orange can get a little tricky for me. So I had to make sure that it was dumb proof.
Man, that's hilarious. No, it's not funny. It's funny
it's a serious.
All right, I'm just gonna stop.
We're raising money for it. This podcast is about raising money for
colorblindness.
For colorblindness, because we're gonna get to the bottom of it, dude. Because we gotta solve it, and there might be they already might have solved it. To be honest, I haven't checked.
There's a peptide, I'm sure. All right,
we can do something, dude. Yeah.
Do you have a welcome to Hollywood moment? Can be good, can be bad. It'd be shocking.
Oh man, I'm trying to think if there's like a fun. Like when you first started comedy, I remember Chappelle. Chappelle was doing. So I was in New York. It was 2004-ish, 5-ish. So about the end of the Chappelle show. And so when Chappelle would come into there's a comedy club there called the Boston Comedy Club in New York, but it was near Comedy Cellar. And so getting to see Chappelle come in, he would come in. I remember he came in one show and he still had makeup on from the show. And it was like white makeup. And I think it was like doing that, like, where, I don't know, you probably go back and figure out the sketch he was doing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But it's like seeing him come work out the material, and there'd be like, sometimes there'd be 8 people in this crowd, and then Chappelle would come in and go on stage and just sit and talk with this crowd. So being a brand new comic and seeing that, especially in New York, and Chappelle's show is just like, it's the only thing that matters. It's and so seeing that probably was, even though it's not Hollywood, that's with stand-up comedy, But just, you know, seeing that as like, I just never seen, it was just someone that was like the most famous person in the world. And you're just like grinding it and coming out and just popping on the shows. That you would see a lot of that, the Comedy Cellar, where you could see him pop in and just hear the pop. People, when they'd be like, all right, Dave Chappelle's coming to the stage or Chris Rock. And you would see people not believe it. They would be like, they would clap, but they're like, there's no way.
No way.
And then, you know, but then once they hit the stage, I mean, just, like, I mean, they lose their mind. And so like seeing that was it was like fun to get to watch that and see how excited these people are. And then want to, you know, because then you're like, I want that. Like, how do you get to that? And so those were some pretty cool early memories that were like, you know, not that I was at that level, but they were welcome to, you know, you're kind of like, that's the real deal right there.
You end up being on that same stage after him or what? I
mean, yeah. Now if I go on, you do get, you know, people get excited and
no, obviously that I was saying like when you saw Chappelle, like were you at that point you would go up after them?
You would go up after them sometimes. So you'd have to learn how to follow.
That's crazy.
So then you have to learn how to follow that because you can just like sometimes.
I'll see you guys later, man.
Oh yeah, you go up after and you're like, hey, you know, Chappelle was like that where it was. Yeah, I mean, like once he's done, it's like whoever goes up after him, you're gonna bomb pretty hard. Like no one cares. No one cares.
Night's over. Yeah.
It really. Yeah. All right. That was a good show. Let's wrap it up. Yeah. It's like following those guys was just, you know, pretty, but it was like, it was so exciting.
Hell yeah. I can only fucking imagine. Who were your comedy like guys growing up?
Yeah. I'm a big Seinfeld guy. Yeah, so Seinfeld's kind of like was like I just loved Seinfeld, but I mean, seeing when you move to New York and you see people like Bill Burr, you know, I really got to watch Bill Burr's career as a comic in New York, and from when he did Letterman, and then when he did that Philly rant, you know. So like I remember like right after that, Michael, it's unbelievable. And so I remember right after that happened, and him talking to us about it. And it's like kind of when stuff was going viral for the first time. So it was a whole new world. But Bill Burr was a big one that for me, like getting to watch his career and you kind of wanted to follow that path of what he was doing and just where everything that he did, he was very prepared for. He did an HBO One Night Stand and just murdered. And then like it was his hour special. And so it was like watching his career was a big one. And I kind of got to see it. Not that I was like super close friends with him. We're friends now, like, but at the time, but just getting to kind of watch that. There's a comic, Patrice O'Neal.
Oh yeah. Patrice has one of my favorite football bits of all time.
Oh yes. Yeah. It's the way he ties
taking socks and tying them around their head.
Yes. It's so you would see those guys kind of coming up. So they wouldn't necessarily be Chappelle. Chappelle and Chris Rock, all those would be guys you looked up to. But, you know, sometimes it's the ones that you're watching them, you're seeing the path. Like you need to see the path to success. Because otherwise you're like, it's like Seinfeld. You're like, well, I don't know how to be Seinfeld. He's super famous. You need to see, you know, that person that kind of gradually kind of goes up and you see them kind of take off and become huge. Amy Schumer was one that, you know, we all kind of are around the same time. And then just seeing her kind of just pop off, you know, that kind of stuff is what you kind of look at more where you're seeing them when you come up.
That's awesome, man.
I love it. Well, thanks for coming on, Nate. This has been awesome having you. Congratulations on the new movie, Breadwinner.
Thank you.
Everybody check it out.
You got to tell us about the Nate rate. What is that?
Yeah. So I talked to all the theaters. They came up with they all were wonderful about this, where we're doing this Nate rate where it's lower pricing. So it's, you know, with everything costs $1 million to go do anything anymore. And with a movie like this that we want you to take all your family to. So you can go do the Nate rate when you go buy a ticket to this movie. And it's, each place does their own different thing, but it's about giving special pricing to the movie. And so the tickets are lower for our movie, and the theaters were all super cool, and they loved the idea. And so, yeah, it's so that's out there. So when you go buy a ticket, make sure you do the Nate rating. See you at Tahoe.
Oh, there we go.
Damn, I can't
Trav
make
is
it out
not going to be there this year.
Yeah, I got a teammate's wedding that weekend, but
yeah,
go low, boys. Me and Jason got a bet. If he's in the plus or if he's in the red this year, I have to wear a Blue Man suit on the podcast. But if he's in the negative, like he has been,
yeah, it's not looking good. It's not
negative.
Are you starting to practice now? Like getting I think it's.
I've been playing more golf than I've ever played, and it's not getting much better. I don't know what's happening. I just took a lesson the other day, and I'm like, man, this will fix, and I am all fucked up. It's bad.
All we got to do is go for, you get a nice bogey, no blood, and then get out of there, brother.
There you go.
No blood.
That's right. Bogey is a win.
A bogey. That's all we say. That's all I say out there. Man, hey, no blood. Let's get out of here, boys.
Can't wait to see him in a Blue Man suit, though. And, dude, can't wait to see how everybody raves about The Breadwinner, man. It's an awesome, awesome movie. Congrats on everything, and appreciate the time, the stories, and wishing you the best, brother.
Thank you, man. Great to see you guys. Thank you.
Thank you to Nate Bargatze. Once again, our conversation with him is brought to you by Enterprise. Make sure you go and see the Breadwinner, only in theaters May 29th.
And that wraps up another episode of New Heights. Thank you to Tina Fey and Nate Bargatze. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
And once again, New Heights, a Wonder Show brought to you by Adobe Acrobat. If you got some business going down, you're going to want Acrobat. Follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S for fun clips throughout the week. We're going to have plenty of them with Tina Fey and Nate Bargatze. Thanks to the New Heights production for setting that up and making us look way better than what we are at interviewing these unbelievable guests that I don't know how we get. And also thank you to the 92%ers for tuning in. That's probably why we get them, because you guys are tuning in.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys tune in next week or this Friday.